Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Orbus VR. This is a fantastic brand new game. It just came out on Steam. Level cap for this game at the time of recording is level 20. They have added some new features in the game. All of it is ease of use, kind of making things better, refining things. If you go into your inventory, you guys will see some of the new changes they made. Now you can actually see what your stats are on your equipment as far as mitigation or AC, whatever you want to call that. 160 for armor. Couldn't do that before. You actually had to hover your finger over it, and you had to hover it there a lot longer than normal for that to pop up. Now it pops up really, really quickly, and it's just absolutely amazing for ease of use, especially when you don't memorize every single one of the pieces of armor that you're using. Yeah, can get a little rough. Now, the last quest we were working on was one where they wanted us to follow some symbols to find the hidden hideout. And we were following the symbols, and we could still do that. We could go back to where we were and finish up the quest from there. But why I was doing a little fishing off camera earlier before I ended up passing out from exhaustion, I guess, or the cold, I remembered we had explored a cave over here that had that same symbol on the ground and pointed into an invisible room. And I'm thinking that's the room we need to go to now. We couldn't go to it, well, we could go to it earlier, but there was nothing there. I'm guessing there will be something there now. So if you guys have remembered this area, it's right here in front of the little tiny outpost where you get a few quests to do, right over there. And there's a town right over there in that direction where the windmill's at. This area right here, and this is the one I was talking about. Alright, so nobody has commented on the channel yet. Let me know if you can hear the voice. Let me know if you guys can hear sound coming out of the game, and whether the image is looking pretty good, if you guys can and don't mind. Alright, so we're going to go into here. This is a pretty cool looking cave. I would love, obviously, to see a little bit more texture on the walls, things of that sort, but I think that's going to be coming down the pipeline at a later date.
Are you looking for me?
Hey man, how you doing?
Not too bad.
It's a cool looking cape though, I like it. Oh, you got a little pet, nice. Did you get to pick the color? Because I don't recognize that color.
This is the Epic Founder pet for back in the Kickstarter.
Oh, nice.
They gave me like 3 of them for starter.
Oh, sweet, man. Well, thank you for supporting the game. This thing is amazing.
Woo! I like it. Lots of fun.
Yeah, same
Lots
here.
of fun.
All right, man. I'm off to finish my quest. Let me know if you need anything.
All right, cool.
All right, so this is the symbol right here, guys, the one that we were supposed to be following along the way. And as you guys can see, it points into a invisible little area right there. All looks and sounds fine. Hutchie, hey Hutchie, how you doing, man? I can hear you, Mal. WTF, because you I wasn't feeling very good earlier today, so ended up taking a little bit of medication and actually passing out on the couch. And woke up a little earlier. Still not feeling all that great, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on. But I kind of wanted to wrap this quest up because we did just like stop it in the middle due to the fact that I was too exhausted. I couldn't keep going anymore earlier, so yeah, I want to finish this one up, maybe like 20-30 minutes on, and then I'll probably be off for the night. Otherwise, I'd be hanging out with you guys on those little tunes. All right, so this was not here before. Sir Marcos, how you doing, man? How curious. It appears we've a guest among us. Do you know what you're stumbled upon, stranger? Are you the knights that I'm looking for? We are, and do you know who I am? My name is Marcos. I am Lord Marcos of House Runevale, adopted son of Lord Runevale. But who are you? You wear the garb of an enforcer, yet no enforcer, not even in the height of their folly, would wander into our camp alone. How did you find this place? Oscar sent me. Oscar? You've heard from Oscar? Is he okay? We haven't spoken since last I sent him off. You mean you don't know? He's not going to be happy about this, especially when he learns I did it. Know what? I'm afraid news travels slow in Patreon. even slower when you are the Order's most wanted list. The assassination attempt failed. Oscar is dead. I actually was the one who helped, foil the whole crime and then helped kill him. So you're gonna kill me here in a second. That's a big freaking sword too. And you are responsible for this, Enforcer? You would dare show your face here? Are you insane? He was a good man. A man I loved. Oh, okay. Well, I don't judge, dude. Whatever way you want to go, fine by me. A man I love. The Order has stolen from me for the last time. I have seen what the Order truly is. A turncoat, then. Well, perhaps Oscar was right to send you our way, but we don't let just anyone in our knighthood. Well, what about me, dude? What about me? Loyalty must be proven and trials need to be completed. I don't think you have the temperament for that. Now, please leave. I must grieve. I thought he wanted to kill me a second ago. Sorry, guys. It's probably going to happen a little bit tonight. Come on, dude. Give me a quest. You must leave now before I strike you dead, Enforcer. I said go or face the consequences. Wait, we became friends before he died. Friends? Then tell me, did he die well, like a hero? So are you a turncoat Enforcer? If you truly wish to atone for my Oscar's death, it's his Oscar's death. You guys were a thing. I feel really horrible now. And join our knighthood. Well, I felt pretty bad before. Then you will complete 3 trials for me. Return to University Island and speak with the scholar Silicus. She will give you the first. But be warned, I've eyes across all of Patrial, and you kill the man who touched my soul. If you breathe a word of any of this to the Order, I'll make sure you suffer endlessly for your treachery. Yeah, you need to play a mindless game like P99. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I can sit in the lazy boy on this one, and I can't really do that at the computer desk. And since I am feeling kind of, under the weather, I figured go with something a little bit more comfortable. I'm sorry, guys. It's not like I'm trying to avoid just swear. It's just, I don't know, man. When I get sick, I get kind of moody, and grouping with people probably isn't like the best idea because I might not get along too well with people at the moment. I see you've been setting Discord. Hope you feel better, AC. Self-medicate and get some rest, bro. Thanks, dude. I don't know about self-medicating. I'm just drinking a little bit more water than I normally do and taking some medicine. Hopefully that will do it. But if not, maybe a hot toddy might make me feel a little bit better for a short amount of time. As far as the Discord goes, that is a Richard Heat thing. And again, Richard, I do apologize. I'm not out there with you guys tonight, but he set that up for me, which, again, just a great dude. Has done a lot for the channel, does the modding for the channel as well, the moderation. So yeah, it's some really cool things he got coming out to help us out. So we will probably be in that channel in days to come after I kind of talk to him a little bit and find out like what I need to do, if anything, I don't know, to help with that, and go ahead and pass it on to all you guys so you guys can join us. So we need to go back to town. While we are here, if any of you guys ever see any apples, my suggestion would be to snag them. I'm not really sure what they're used for just yet, but I like getting them so that when we do need them, we have them. It's kind of like fishing. If you can get a whole bunch of catfish or the green-bellied bass before you need them, that quest goes by so much faster. I don't see any more apples over here. None over here, I don't think. There we go. Yeah, this one.
Oh, there you are.
All right. Let's see, what are you guys saying? Well, he's my brother, so I'm already in there. And I probably won't be talking too much while we are traveling, just so I can save my voice when we're actually doing the quest. I know it kind of sucks doing videos when you're under the weather, but it's either this or watching TV, and I don't really feel like watching TV yet. I'm waiting for the medicine to kick in so I can pass out again. I wish this thing would show me the updates, like when somebody follows or subscribes. I can't see it when I'm in the VR headset. I do have a little app running so I can actually read your text. It just doesn't tell me who's following. So I might need to like see if I can fix that where it tells me in the stream chat. I don't know if that's an option or something, but thank you, by the way, guys, for hitting those follow buttons. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, stuck on a bridge again. I always get stuck on this thing. If you look at where you're allowed to go in here, it makes sense, but these corners right here, these corners is where I tend to get stuck more often than not. And I'm actually way over here. If you guys could look to see where I'm on the bridge, I'm way over here on this line, and I'm still getting stuck on these corners. I would maybe like to see those corners go out, maybe just one more. I know it would be a little unrealistic because you could walk through these bars, but it would help people who pass through the center not get stuck as much. Although, as you can see right here, it works. So maybe they just, you know, want you to walk straight down the center and no deviation to the left or the right, which, you know, I'm not too upset with, but, you know, just ease of use is kind of a little bit better sometimes. It's a little bit of a load-in screen. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. That's why I stop when those things pop up. Usually they pop up really quickly if they show at all, and then they're done. But occasionally they take a few seconds, sometimes even longer. I have had it where it freezes the game that way, where it's not frozen, it doesn't crash, it just stays on a perpetual load-in screen and never does anything else. So you got to shut it down and restart it. And those suck when that happens. All right, here we go. Silicus, I don't know, candle? A candle man? I mean, what does he look like? It looks like he even has a candle on his head. Hello there, my familiar-faced friend. What can I do for you today? Is there a collision detection between characters so you could sit on the bridge and block others? There is a collision detector in-game. You can't walk through other players, so you could possibly do that. You can have your bot say, like, thank you in chat, and you'd be able to see it. Okay, so I could try that. Collision detection. Yeah, there definitely is a collision detection in-game, and you can't go through NPCs, you can't really go through other players. You can zap over them, though, so, like, blocking the road, you know, you could do it to a certain extent. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and read this quest that we have here. Hello, my familiar face friend. What can I do for you today? Shh, don't let anyone hear you say his name. It's not proper. Well, I mean, yes, I am his informant. But shh, if any enforcer hears, I'll never get to work on my precious chemicals again. The Knights want to test your wits, so they send you to me, huh? Well, there's one way you can prove yourself, I suppose. Alright. Read over this riddle and return to me once you have the answer. But be wary, choose wrong, and you'll have to work harder to prove yourself. Okay, so we don't want to get this one wrong if we can avoid it. A new journal page. Let's go ahead and take a look at our journal. Guild City, no, that's not it. Alright, Silicus riddle completed. Think of what scholar Silicus has set before you. Make a wise decision and prove to her your way. Okay, so this is a girl. Return to her once you have deciphered the riddle, but best be careful. Choosing the wrong answer could have dire consequences. How do you know what her riddle is? Okay, is it in the book?
So that cape is a exclusive, right?
Writer's block. The archives. All right, Silicus's riddle. Let's actually take this. We're going to go outside. We're going to read it so we don't disturb anybody else. Take a little bit of time to get this right. All right, so hopefully you guys can see that a little bit. What's out in the country? There was a small, struggling farm. This was during a time of drought and great famine. Inside the farmhouse lived a peasant, his wife, and their young daughter. Years before they had cleared this land of forest so that they might build their barnyard, each creature had fled, terrified, save for one, a chicken named Otha. Otha was a plump, proud bird who quickly became part of the farmer's family. She was greatly prized as she never failed to lay eggs each day. When the famine hit, the farmer and his family relied greatly on this bird, and as a result, Author came to be treated like royalty. One night, a sly fox named Nita discovered their property. Prowling for food, Nita first scouted the farmer's fields, finding nothing but dead corn husks. He made his way to the farmhouse, instead spying on the farmer and his family through an open window. Nita watched as Atha was brought in on a plush pillow by the farmer's wife. Nita saw the farmer's daughter stroke the bird lovingly, and then, as if to complete this bizarre ritual, the chicken stood up, cocked her head before laying the biggest egg Nita had ever seen. Licking his chops, Nita resolved to steal the chicken from the family and take her for himself, knowing that to do so would condemn the farmer's family to starvation. Even so, in the dead of night, he happened upon Atha, sleeping soundly in her coop. Seizing her, he bit out her throat with his jaws and carried her off into the dark. As dawn arrived and the blistering sun rose once again over the horizon, the hungry farmer gave a cry of despair upon discovering Atha's to be missing. He wept and cursed the gods, for he knew that without the plucky chicken, he and his family would surely starve. Meanwhile, the dastardly fox Nita sprinted to his den. He was met by his frail and starving wife and their 3 young pups. "I found it," he panted to his wife, dropping the corpse of Arthur at his feet. "I found us food." Nita's wife began to cry and nuzzle up against him. They were saved, she thought. Their children would not starve, at least not yet. Parable of Nita and Atha. Silicus's riddle. Huh. Okay, well, it's a story of horrible times for a lot of animals and people, which I guess are animals. So yeah, just animals. Let's go ahead and talk to Silicus and see what question, what riddle he is going to. He just needs like question marks all over his clothes. In the story, the farmer and his family starved when Nita the fox steals their chicken, Atha. But Nita and his family would have starved if he had not taken the plucky young bird. What a conundrum. So tell me, in that story, who's the victim? I'm going to say the chicken. I mean, the fox and the farmer are both the victim. The son has nothing to do with it. The opportunist chicken. She took advantage of suffering to become poultry royalty. I'm afraid you might be reading a little too much between the lines. Quest accepted to Silicus's punishment. There's nothing in the text to support Atha being devious. She's just a dumb bird, though she may be smarter than you right about now. So that was not the right answer, apparently. So it probably was the sun. So what do you want me to do now, man?
It wasn't the sun. I tried the sun.
You tried the sun?
Yeah, I tried the sun. He said it's an inanimate object. I'm thinking it must be the farmer now, because I guess he put the farm there, and maybe the fox couldn't get food because of that. I don't know. What did you try?
I tried the chicken.
Yeah, I have no idea. Well, so it's not the chicken and it's not the sun. It's either the farmer or the fox. I'll bet it's the farmer. But now you got to kill a giant stag out there.
Oh, I can do that. I can do that fairly easy. I bet you there's no right answer. I bet no matter what you do, he's going to say it's wrong.
Could be. 'Cause, yeah, I couldn't see a villain. That's why I picked the sun.
All right, let's go back to our quest area. We got to go kill that stag here.
Oh, they're gonna make me try the question again.
Oh, really? All right.
Oh, there is no villain. Now I finally got there is no villain. Let me try that. Yes, but I didn't get there is no villain the first time. So you have to kill the stag no matter what.
Yeah, see, I told you it's going to be something that silly where it's no right answer. All right, let's go kill the stag, guys. It said villain, not a victim. Well, you know, I picked the victim, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. There's no right answer. It's a trick. It's like those murder mystery books that they used to come out with. I absolutely hate it. I love murder mystery books, to be honest, guys, but the ones where at the very end, they're like, oh, and by the way, it's nobody you've ever seen or heard about in the book. It was the butler we haven't mentioned ever and didn't say that they had one. And I was like, I hate those. You can't figure those out because they don't give you all the information, which I guess is like life. You don't always have all the information, but, you know, if it's a whodunit, let me figure out who done it. If I can possibly, you know, use a little bit of reason to do it. But yeah, this one, no victim, guys. Absolutely no victim or villain. I guess they're all victims in some way, but... Giant stag, here we come. Actually, I am going to have to change my equipment a little bit to kill that guy. He is a little beastly, I won't lie. He doesn't give experience anymore, but he could still kick my butt. I do like how there's lore of the game. If you read through it, you'll get to understand a little bit. And if we ever get to see that fox down the road, you know, find out that he's been living a good life, he survived that terrible tragedy of a day, and maybe even see the farmer, probably their gravestones or something. I'm guessing the fox had a better chance of surviving than the farmer did. Just based off of size alone. I mean, you know, if there's only so much food to go around, smaller animal's going to do better than a bigger one. Even if they are smarter. Relatively, anyways. I thought I saw an apple out here. So I pulled my thing out. Well, so I pulled my pickaxe out, I should say. Wording. Phrasing. Apples. I'm not seeing any. I could have swore I saw some. These little red flowers. Maybe is what it was. All right.
No.
Hello.
Hey, how you guys doing? All right. So there's a couple places you can find these giant stags. They do roam around out here. You'll see them, especially if there's somebody over here trying to do the cart quest. Tends to happen more often than not that there is a giant stag attacking it or roaming next to it. That's the very first time I saw mine and got the kill for it. You need it for multiple quests. You can do both quests at the same time if you happen to be going in line with both of them, but I, you know, missed this first one, this main quest storyline, so kind of playing a little catch up. That's why I'm able to solo these things where they're meant to be done with a group or at least with a couple other people. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be grouped to do it, but they want a little bit of extra participation from random strangers helping you out. When I first joined on this server just a few days ago, I came out here and I was playing during the day, I guess prime hours, and there was like 50 people roaming through this area doing quest. Lately, I guess maybe I missed the boat a little bit and I've fallen behind because there's not as many people in this newbie area. I think they've kind of all moved on to the next one, so I'm hoping that I'm not too late on that one. There we go.
Far away.
There we go.
There he is.
Giant stag.
Someone's already started on it. Hurry up, get something on it. Doesn't matter if whether you're principal or not, as long as you get part of the kill.
There we go. Nice.
Yep, done it.
Got it.
Congrats, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
No worries,
Thank
dude.
you. From?
All right, so now
Right, we're
I
going
believe
on
we
to
go back.
Susanna Lynn.
Let's double check to make sure. Okay, so we have completed his punishment. We are going to be heading back to Silicus to turn this in and get the new option that there is no villain or spoon. This game does remind me a lot of EverQuest. For those of you out there who have not played it before, it is an amazing game. And if you guys look at the trees, kind of reminds me a little bit of Dreadlands. Every time I go through this, I think of the same thing. Just something about the graphics seem like the... man, I don't know if it just has to do with like being the first at something, but EverQuest was like the first MMO that had 3D animation. I mean, there was... Ultima Online, obviously, but that was more of a flat side-scroller, up and down kind of thing. And EverQuest came out, and it was 3D. This one is 4 dimensions. You can actually see, you know, all around you, and you have the sights and the sounds, and it's immersive in a lot of ways. So it's cool to see that one of like the first people to go into a field usually tend to be the most innovative, I guess is the way it is, and they have the most love for what they do, because these guys are really doing a fantastic job. Morning, everyone. Hey, how you doing, dude? Good morning. Hopefully you are having a great day. I was telling the other guys earlier, I'm not sure how long I'll be on today doing the streaming. I'm really not feeling all that great. I'm kind of just waiting for the medicine to kick in, and then I can, I can get some rest again. I think I caught the flu. It's kind of pushing my luck there earlier. I was kind of making a joke to some people how like everybody I was talking to had caught the flu. And I was like, oh, you guys are a bunch of suckers, right? You know, I haven't got anything this year. And, you know, I deserve it. Being a butthead. And so, yeah, I'm paying for it now. I think somebody coughed all over me when I was sleeping or something. But there we go. Hopefully it doesn't last long. I know it's pretty bad this year. Haven't seen anything like that in-game yet. There's definitely no long-term diseases. EverQuest had a disease in that one called rabies that you could get from like mummies and like undead creatures sometimes. And it lasted for like an hour. Like it was a really long-lasting one. And all it did was stop your regeneration of your health. So you didn't lose health, you didn't slow down, you didn't get less strength, but it just didn't allow you to regenerate because the amount of life, you know, you could think of it as like a dot. It would, whatever your regeneration was, like 3 per tick, it would take that away or just make it null and void. Void is what most people thought of it as. So something you really wanted to get rid of whenever you could, but you had to live with it for a while. And I could maybe see them doing something like that in this one eventually, making like a boss fight that casts something on you. And even if you die, you still have it on you. Because dying in this game is pretty easy to do. I mean, you don't really lose very much. You got to go start back at a graveyard, which kind of sucks, but the graveyards are really close to pretty much every zone that you're in, so you don't really have to travel that far. And, I mean, you do lose a little bit of durability, but you can get back a little bit more of that if you go back and find your body. So, I mean, there's really not a big downside. It'd be an easy way to get rid of it. Trader, Hunter, and joking. Wait. Chilling, doing some P99 and crying because AC is joining us. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I apologize, guys. I don't think I'll be on too much tonight. I'm really just waiting for that medicine to kick in. All right, Silicus, what's up, my friend? Ah, so you have returned. So you have an answer for me. Tell me, is that story, who's the villain? Well, we tried all of them, so it must be there is no villain. Ah, correct. The answer that you wouldn't give me the first time. The first tenet of 3 in Janus thought good and evil do not exist. Morality as a concept can be divided 4 ways: good, evil, right, and wrong. Transcendental morals and social rules. Reject the former and begrudgingly accept the latter. The duality of good and evil, right and wrong is a fallacy. Oso is not the world of order, nor is Bruja the world of chaos. They are simply different sides of the same coin, sister. Well done. You've passed the trials. Here's a letter of recommendation. Take this to Marcos, and he'll give you your next trial. Some deep thought there, man. Thank you so much. Opened up my eyes to new ways of thinking. Not really, but it's like a college course in all sorts of crazy stuff. I took a psychology course once, and the stuff they're talking about right there is definitely something you would see in a class like that, at least mentioned a little bit right off the bat. So again, the programmers who are designing this game, especially the writers, they're not going like a kiddie way. You know, there's a lot of foul language in the game, and then you got like deep thoughts in there, kind of like what Assassin's Creed messes around with, where they talk about there is no right and wrong. You know, it's all about what you can get away with, but there kind of is a right and a wrong. Or, you know, it's all about freedom. So,
wait, I have a question.
What's up, man?
I have a question. So this pilgrimer, he's some pilgrims that I was supposed to take, and I accepted it, but no one ever showed up.
He's right out here. If you want to follow me, I can help you with it.
I know this dude, and I to this dude. But the dude I'm supposed to escort never showed up.
Yeah, he pops up if you wait long enough. So if you talk to the guy, he tells you, oh, the pilgrim just took off. But if you missed him, you can wait. He'll show back up here in just a little bit, and he'll just kind of pop in, and he walks the path out here.
Thank you.
No worries, dude.
So just stick here till he spawns again?
Yeah, he'll spawn here, or you can sometimes find him on the path if he's glitching out over here and you don't see him. Just kind of stick over there where the enemies are, and he'll show up. He looks like a regular NPC.
Alright, except he has a health bar.
No, he actually doesn't have a health bar until he takes damage, and he regenerates life if he goes a distance without taking any, so you don't have to really be all that careful with him. You just kind of have to protect him a little bit.
Alright, thank you.
No worries, dude. I can sit here and wait. Help you finish it if you need.
Alright.
I'll kill these guys over here while we're waiting. Yeah, loot, baby. I don't know if I can hit that guy from this far. Yeah, I don't think my bullets travel that distance.
That thing has long range.
Yeah, pretty decent. Your spells have pretty decent range if you send out the right ones.
Yeah. I mean, this one doesn't have good range.
No, but that one in combination with that other ice spell is deadly.
Yeah. This one doesn't have long range.
You get the one that looks like a Curse of H. That's, you know, area effect kind of thing. It's pretty decent. Yeah, that one. Pretty decent range on that one.
So how often does this dude spawn?
For me, it was like every 2 minutes. Like, he should have spawned a couple times while we're standing here, so he may be glitched out, or I guess somebody could be escorting the guy. It's a fair bit of ways that you gotta take him. But he used to spawn a lot, so unless they did an update on it, you should have seen him already.
Are you guys doing that escort the pilgrim?
Yeah, that's what they're waiting for.
Yeah, we're... Oh, here he is, here he is, here he is.
Ah, there you go.
Mind
We
if
just have to take him.
Yeah, you can tag along if you need, man.
Sweet.
Let's just prepare a spell. Yeah. Don't you hate it when the NPC you're supposed to follow is slower than the run speed?
Yeah, but it gives you a chance to
Yeah.
get ahead of him. Clear out his path if you need to.
He's just glitching out a little bit.
Alright, let's get up here and clear out some of the mobs for him, guys. Was wondering with EQ2 face recognition in the game, wonder if they add later. You know, I kind of hope that they add a lot of that stuff into these games. Face recognition, avatar scanning, so that you can have like a full, you know, version of yourself in the VRs, and sound recognition as well. Yeah, you called that one earlier, dude. I thought for sure I sounded fine, but no, I mean, it started sneaking in on me before I even knew it. Where are you?
That's a really cool cape. Be sure to clear the path to these sheep. You never know what they'll do.
Or what he'll do to the sheep. I've heard stories.
Yeah, sure. After we kill this dude.
Alright.
Alright. Do you know how to do it? Like in the slightest bit yet?
Sheep killer. That is better than chicken kicker.
Those are 5 trams.
What?
One of the apples that you pick up over here, they're 5 tram.
Okay.
Alright, so it looks like the path is pretty clear, to be honest. I don't see too many enemies over here. I did find an enemy over here when I was doing this exact quest. I'm hoping he'll pop back up. He might be for the quest only, but he gives a severed finger. I know that's weird. to be looking for more severed fingers, but it's used in fishing, supposedly. It goes into the slot anyway, so we'll see how well that works out. But yeah, you know, I mean, any of those I can get now before they become rare definitely would help out.
Please turn left. Please turn left. Darn it.
He's going over here to this cave. You're almost there.
Oh, the cave?
Yeah.
Alright. It's a holy cave.
You guys got lucky. There's not much up right now. There's usually a lot of monsters on this road.
Alright.
All right. Congrats, everybody.
Thank you so much.
No worries, guys.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
The Brandon.
All right. Kind of led me where I needed to go anyways. Had to come in here to talk to that guy to get the next quest. All right, Sir Marcos. How you doing? All right, quest complete. The first trials. You've returned. Perhaps Oscar was right in sending you our way. You've completed the trials of intellect, but 2 more remain, and neither will favor you as kindly as the absent-minded scholar was, or has. Wasn't that absent-minded? Next, a challenge of bravery and strength. To the south, in the burning forest, I hear a particular nasty mother worm has been causing trouble. Go speak to Lord Rudolph in Wonderwood Village. See if you might help them track and kill the beast. Oh, this one might be where I need to go into the dungeon, actually. Alright, so Lord Rudolph in Wonder is kind of a butt, if I remember. He wasn't that great of a guy. Why my remote was turning off? At least he is right over there. I believe that's Wonder. Yeah, because the burning forest. He might be a little further down, actually. This might not be the village. But we'll check it anyway since we're here. Sounds like EQ. That is actually what the rest of the guys are playing tonight, and I should be over there with them, but again, I just wasn't feeling up to it. Lord Rudolph, with your nose so bright. You're in the other town. Yep. Alright. One more town over. Worms and Burning Woods. Yeah. The Burning Woods is, there's no other way to put it. It's, you know, a whole bunch of trees that are perpetually on fire. There's a couple of them that aren't. They're just like burned up husk of the tree. And, you know, anybody who ever played EverQuest knows Burning Woods, that's exactly the description of that zone. And then there's worms in there, and wervins or whatever I should say, not worms. Although there might be. For all I know, little worms underneath the ground that you can't really see just yet, and you can use some type of electrical probe to pull them out later down the road. But yeah, I mean, it's a really, really cool zone, and everything about this game, guys, just brings me back to EQ. So I'm hoping they do well. I'm hoping they get enough people. VR is still rather expensive, and I don't know if I would say there's a lot of competition for VR games. There's a lot of VR games coming out. Not a lot of them are full-fledged games. Most of them are like mini things that you would find in the game. Like this one has crafting. It has potions and other things, and so does Craft VR, which that's all it has.
Find another one. All right. Oh, right there.
Hey, you guys
Oh,
help me
hey,
kill something?
Demira.
Can you guys help me? Can you guys help me kill something?
What do you want to kill?
The little thing that you know, the sheep, that when you kill him, he makes the warg or whatever, or not the warg, the tongue guy. I need to kill the tongue guy.
Sure. I mean, I can help you kill him if you know how to spawn him.
He's down here.
I'll join.
Oh, is that the guy right there? There you go.
Oh, I didn't even get a hit in. Spear.
Well,
What's this big deer thing? And how do I kill it?
he's for another quest, but you can kill him. Alright, let's go turn our quest in real quick. Come back out and help these guys. Yeah, sometimes you need a break. You know, it's not so much a break. It's just, you know, if you're groggy in EQ, you're going to get people killed, even at low levels. And it's a game that you're going to want to be on for a lot of time, you know, and actually be able to sit there and enjoy it. And the fact that I'm just not feeling all that great, I wanted to sit, it might be a minor thing or a small thing to some, but I wanted to sit in the comfortable chair and not the horrible desk chair that I have. And I can't sit in the lazy boy at the desk, not yet. I got to rearrange a whole bunch of things, and I don't have the energy tonight to do all that. So, bravery and boldness to you, my friend. I'm glad to see breath still in your lungs, but I trust that this is not a social visit. What is it you seek? I've heard of a great Werven. Ah, yes, the Scaled Mother. We call her Volupsa, and she has been pestering our people for years. I believe she makes her nest somewhere north of the burning forest in a cave called Meowum Sanctum on the side of Mott's Keep. That would be the dungeon. I wish you luck. Return to me once you've relieved the beast of her head. Knowing that wretched creature is dead will sure be inspiration to my man, and I'll pay you for the trophy. Alright, so let's see if we can find a group that wants to kill that. Looking for more to do dungeon in Wonderwood. That would be right up our alley. Let's see if he sends me an invite. We'll have our healer class on, a little bit of DPS if we need it, if they already have one. But let's head on over there. Now, you should be able to do this dungeon with a group of people. If everybody is level 8, the dungeon will be rather difficult, but it can be done. If you have higher levels in there, level 10s, level 12s, especially if you have a really good tank, you could go in there even earlier than level 8. It really comes down to the group makeup and how experienced people are. It is tough, though. The very first pool is one of the hardest pools in the dungeon. I think they did it that way to kind of test you. If you could do the first pool, then you should be able to do the rest of them. The main boss guy is actually the easiest out of the whole zone, but he does have a trick to him. You have to shoot these stalactites that come crashing down. So I'm kind of excited to show you guys if I can get into the group, or if these guys don't take me, I will just go ahead and form my own group and see if we can get in that way. But there's a mini boss guy and a big boss guy. Big boss guy is easiest. Mini boss guy is pretty tough, actually. It's kind of, you could either do it two ways. You can do a tank and spank, where the healers are keeping up with the heals for the damage the mini boss is doing, or you can do a kiting around the room where the tank doesn't really even play a role, and it's better if he stays out of combat. Why the range casters kind of just burn him down. He is rather slow though. All right. Hope they don't think level 10 is too high. Level 12 is where the next dungeon is, and I may not actually get experience for being in this area and doing the quest, but we're gonna do it anyways. It's, you know, getting very low experience for this quest. Hey guys, you guys doing the dungeon or?
Hey, you're on the mic.
Need yeah, we are doing the dungeon. We need 2 DPS. We got a tank and a healer already. Except Zero, if you want a tank, you should go get your shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
You guys want
to go get it?
Like, you guys want a musketeer?
Yeah,
it weighs 1 pound. Yeah, man, that's good, man. Let's do it.
All right, sweet, thank you.
Hold on, let me go get mine.
Hold on. There's one. Yeah, go get it, man. All right, good. We just got done doing it, but he tried to tank it with his small shield, and it didn't go so well. But we killed the last boss still.
Yeah, that's what I have a quest for, so
Let's
hopefully.
see. We lost one of the party members. Hold on.
There we go. Thanks, man.
I'm gonna make a yeah. I'm gonna make a listing here. We almost had a full group, but somebody quit. So let me make a listing. Dungeons, Winterwood. Roles needed, DPS, no tank. Done.
How you doing, Brandon?
All right.
You looking to do the dungeon?
Have you done the dungeon before, Dermy?
Yeah, I've done it like 12 or 14 times. I was grinding out in there for a while. I just didn't have the main storyline quest at the time, so now I got to come back and do it.
No, let me run through real quick.
Want to do it, Brandon?
Go ahead and invite me.
All right. How do I kick these unknown people out of the party?
I don't know. You might be able to click on their name and boot them out that way.
Well, I tried that. That was the first thing I tried.
I don't have that much experience with parties.
Do you know, Brandon, if there's unknown people in your group, how you kick them out?
You gotta start a new one. They haven't made
Oh man, really?
That's people that were in your group.
All right. Well,
you can wait till everybody gets back here and then reform it.
Everyone's here except for hold on. We got Dermio, Zero, Tornes.
Oh, I gotta hurry up. I mean, it's gonna have to be us 3 if we're gonna do it. If not, then I gotta go.
All right, you might have to go, man. I'm sorry. I appreciate your help, though. I appreciate you offering.
I'm gonna do it. We can run through it in like 3 minutes, and you guys can redo it with them after if you really want to. That's up to you. But if not, it's cool. I mean, it's.
We're waiting on one guy to get back with the shield, so. No, that's cool, man. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it, though. Thanks for offering. I don't want to hold you up, but we are waiting on someone.
All right. Take it easy.
Yeah, you too, man. Appreciate it, though. Yeah, they need to fix that though. Let you boot people out if you need it.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can't kick.
Well, you know, it's still a brand new game, so I'm not gonna hold it against them too much. But
Maybe I might not even be the party leader. I'm not sure who started the party.
well, no, I'm pretty sure he's
I-
right. I mean, level 20. At that time, I hope he knows what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, you're right. He did say you can't do it. All right. If you don't like your hat, you know you can go to settings and turn it off.
No, I like the hat. I'd like to see like better clothing though for the Musketeers. It's kind of plain looking.
I hate that hat, man. I had the same hat. I got rid of it.
Well,
It's a terrible hat. It looks incredibly... On the top of a big bald head, a little tiny hat looks gay, dude.
Yeah, it does
Looks
look a
real
little
gay.
weird. But, you know, I'm kind of hoping that as I get better equipment,
Looks
it
like,
changes.
It looks like you're Peter Pan or some shit. Like, I'm not trying to be mean
No,
to Peter
you're fine, man.
Pan, but it does look like Pan, and it's not good. It's not a good
Yeah.
look. I didn't know that you could turn it off until today. My friend Zero and me were playing, and he was making fun of me. I was saying, "Oh man, my hat looks like shit." He's like, "You know, you can turn that off," and I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, but what happens when you get a really cool hat down the road from a dungeon? You just don't know it. Yeah, because the game's so
You
new.
turn it
Like
back on then, but clearly that hat is not good. Here, I'll do it off the top of your head. Be real still.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Now you're not wearing a hat.
Yeah, I hope I get a better one in here. Or the next dungeon. I hear at level 12 I can go to the new dungeon. Over in the rainforest. I have no idea where it's at yet, but...
The rainforest?
Uh-huh. Yeah, like when you come out of
I can tell you where it's at.
Oh, alright. Yeah. Give me a hint, man.
You want to know where the rainforest is at? Here, let me tell you exactly.
Well, no, I know where the rainforest is at. I just don't know where the dungeon is in the rainforest.
Oh, I don't know that either.
Yeah, I've looked around quite a bit in there, and it's dangerous, man. You can't wander around too much.
Yeah, I've been there on my mage. I got level 11 mage, so I've been over to the rainforest. I haven't done the dungeon, though. But the rainforest is hard, man. It's even harder than high-level areas.
Yeah,
Like the desert is supposed to be a higher-level area than the rainforest, so I feel like the desert is easy.
It's more spaced out. You get a lot of solos in the desert. Although, to be honest, man, as a Musketeer, they kick your butt. Like, I just die every time I go in the desert.
Okay, I'm back.
Well, I got all my healing spells.
Alright, I got my DPS up.
Who said they're back? Oh, Zero. All right, Zero. Now we got to wait for what's his face. How did Kraken get in our group?
Do what?
Hold on. Hey, Katana, what are you doing? Are you on your way? One.
You do the walkie-talkie by
guys in
what?
the dungeon again?
Yeah, we're gonna do the dungeon again. We need. Zero went and got his big shield, and we need one more person. So if you get here, I'll kick out the unknown person, start a new group, and then we can start it. All right, he's coming, I think.
How do you guys do that walkie-talkie?
And I got a message from the ranger. What did you say?
It's the just talk to it. It's like a microphone.
Can you guys hear me on here?
Hey, what's up, Zero?
Did that work?
Are we all here?
Oh.
What up?
Didn't I raid with you yesterday?
Maybe.
Yes. Tommy House, I believe. Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. What up?
Watch
Are
out.
you going back in again?
Yeah.
I got an invite for a first person now, but I can't. Unknown crap. I can't get unknown out of the party, so.
Alright. Well, I'm doing this quest called
Like I'm living.
Unyearly Outliner to the south of Winder Wood near the shore of Lake Susana. I for an old paragon. Continue healing magic.
What are you looking for? Yeah.
The old man.
Yeah.
The old man. Yeah, he's in the
He's on
crack
the-
right there. No.
He's on the west
Yeah.
side.
He's on the left side over there.
He's
West.
Coming through the pigs now.
Yeah, it's you go past Winterwood, like where the
It's a very
woods and
narrow
stuff
crevice
are,
in
and
the
you keep
mountains too.
going.
Like you can actually miss it if you don't
Yep,
look.
Yep. Yep.
It's behind the
It's
town.
also
behind the
obvious.
city.
It's clearly where it says on your quest. Like if you go to that sport portion on the map, run along the side of the mountains, and eventually, if you look closely, you'll find it.
Over where the warg
Is
spawn.
it this mountain right here?
No, go back to the town,
Is it the...
Wonderwood,
Yeah.
and exit behind it.
Yeah.
And follow that little curve of the mountain, and you'll see it's a very, very small little crevice. Right next to the wargs. If you see the wargs, you're in the right spot.
Wargs. You mean those pig things?
No,
hold on, Cat
like the
wants to know.
small, like,
Oh, the
like
small
dog.
wargs.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
start a new party so I can kick
All
unknown
right.
out and invite somebody different.
You want me to join, or you guys are good?
I mean, he's here already if you guys want to invite him
You
too.
can join too if you want.
Alright.
Yeah.
Did Ultimo Burrito say he wanted to join?
Yeah, he said he'll join us.
Yes. Backside.
Zombie! Oh! We may have a full group now. Let me check here.
I think so. 5 is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Got
think
a good spread
we'll-
of classes too.
I think
Good.
we're good. Who's going to be the main tank? Going to be Bushido or Z? I can only
can
heal
both do
so
it,
many
can we?
things. Well, I mean, I'm going to focus on healing one person.
I got
I'll
a
heal as
healing
many
up.
people as I can.
Well, if I go with my mage and
You can do it. I'll do damage.
Zero, stay on your tank either way, because you can do DS as a tank, but with your other shield. But I don't know who wants to do what. I don't care. I'm just curious. I was just asking.
He
Never
has-
mind.
he has
Don't worry
the
about it.
MT. it'll be Zero because he has his tank stance. I have my offensive stance.
All right.
So I'll be doing damage
Cool.
more than he does.
Sounds
So
good.
he'll
it's
be
a
tanking.
big old shield. I can be like,
Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.